Hello, everybody. It's rare to see the best basketball player in Montana come from Class C. Winnett's Davey Iverson was the last Class C player to win the Gatorade Player of the Year award 17 years ago. But that may be about to change, with two stars separated by distance, but not much else. Here's MTN's Alec Boffinger.
Melstone and Manhattan Christian are more than 200 miles apart, but that hasn't stopped the Bellach and Grebe families from becoming close. It began with the fathers and head coaches, Jeff and Jason, competing against each other collegiately at Montana Tech and Dickinson State respectively. The relationship, though, has bloomed over the past few years as Caleb and Brody have immersed themselves in AAU ball.
They play California, Portland, Seattle, Boise. Every night is tough on them, and they become tight because they got to work together to try to play some of the best players in the nation.
Jeff and Jason were hesitant on their kids playing AAU basketball, but they were both impressed with how the Montana-Idaho select coaches promoted balance and sharing the ball. The exposure, though, has been the most beneficial aspect of the summer hoop circuit.
In Class C basketball, you don't see the physicalness all the time and maybe as deep at athletes like A and AA every night. So for them to see that, the more the college type style of play, you go to the rim and there's 6'8" to 6'10".
The AAU circuit has paid dividends for the two, as Caleb is signed with Division I Montana State and Brody has several offers still on the table. Both are children of former college basketball players, but Caleb and Brody's games and bodies differed greatly from that of their fathers, who were both snipers from beyond the arc in their day.
Brody's just a hard worker, stays calm. He really don't get upset, and he's worked hard to try to develop his game. He's a bigger, stronger guy.
He plays a lot, obviously more above the rim than I ever thought I would, or dreamt of doing. So, and more inside the three-point line too. But his game is really getting well-rounded, which is nice. He's got tools that we dreamt about.
Brody surpassed the 2,000-point mark for his career on January 11th against Terry and is on the cusp of Montana's all-time top 10, while Caleb is approaching Manhattan Christian's career scoring record. Both also led their teams to trophies at last year's State C tournament. However, it hasn't always been all roses for Jeff and Jason, being both a father and a coach.
Let's go! It's not easy for any of us with the boys, but it's been fun too, and now that we're kind of through the tough times, I think as far as that goes, coaching your kid, it's a lot more enjoyable. And you get to see the benefits too of his work and the work he puts in and the things you ask of him, and so that's something I'll never forget.
While Jeff and his Manhattan Christian team got the better of Jason and Melstone in their early December meeting, the dynamic of the relationship between the families hasn't changed.
We have a good time together. I always keep telling him to come out and spend a day working cows with him and stuff, because I kind of envy that part of his lifestyle, being out away from everybody and having that. And so one of these days I'll get up there. It's not a real accessible place this time of year.
In Churchill, Alec Boffinger, MTN Sports.
Manhattan Christian is the State C favorite at 14-0, while Melstone has won 12 straight since that early December loss to the Eagles. If you're making your reservations now, the State C Boys Tournament is March 7th through 9th at Metro Park in Billings.